Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. First things first, if you wouldn't mind giving me a like and a subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And whilst you're there, let me know how you're doing out of 10. For me this week, I think I'm going to be around about an 8, 8.5. I've had an awesome stag do. Cracking bunch of lads, had a really great time. Yeah, so much fun, so much fun. And now I've crashed back to reality because I'm shearing my neighbour's sheep on what is the hottest week of the year. So yeah, that's bringing me down a bit, but we're getting through them, so can't complain too much. Now that brings me on to the highs and the lows of the week. Now the low of the week is I did something that I thought you could only do in a cartoon. I was leveling out some hardcore and I was using the rake, whatever, I was leveling out this hardcore, and it was about 5:30. Dad rings up and goes, "Oh, made a cup of tea." Brilliant. Went up to the farmhouse for a cup of tea, then I decided to walk the dogs and that. Came back down to start leveling, so I'd been about an hour or whatever since I'd put the rake down. Walked into the shed and stood on the rake, and it come up and hit me in the face. Luckily, I did see it coming, and I turned my head and it hit me right on the jaw here, and oh my god, it is tender. It really, really hurts. I didn't realise that you could do that in real life. I thought it was just one of them cartoon things that just doesn't happen, like pianos falling on you, and that doesn't happen either, does it? But apparently you can do it, because I'm proof that you can do it. But high of the week is the fact that, quite honestly, I'm just had an amazing stag do. Can't really complain about that. I'm going to live off that for a little while now, I think, because yeah, what a weekend. So here we are, guys. Trailer is on. Now, some of you would have seen that trailer in the machinery tour I did back like Christmas time, so 6 months ago, which seems, I can't even believe it's not long ago, but yeah, it was quite a long time ago. And I was stuffed in the back of the shed and you couldn't really see it very much, but you will get to actually see it today. Now, I did some shearing for John yesterday, did 97 for him yesterday. We've got some more to do today, 2 or 3 groups. And then we've got some more to do tomorrow. It's quite good. He's got like, he usually has sort of 350, something like that. I'd imagine at least 300. And they're in little mobs here, there and everywhere. So it suits him and me for me to go and shear them, because I can go and get my job's done in the morning before he goes shearing, and you know, he's got loads of potatoes that he has to riddle and sells them for the chip shops and whatever else, so he goes and sorts all of that out. We turn up at like 10:30 or whatever, we start shearing, we do some groups, and we can fit it in as and when. So here's the trailer. We're just about to set off. We've got the Jenny today because we're not at the yard. We need some power somehow, and yeah, you'll get to see how this whole thing works, because it looks a bit of a strange contraption, but it is an absolute dream, and I love this thing. For those of you who are wondering why I have a shearing trailer and I only go and shear sort of 300 sheep a year, well, it's because I used to shear a lot of sheep. I used to shear all over the place. I've sheared in New Zealand, I've sheared in Scotland, I've sheared all over Leicestershire, Warwickshire, Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire, all over the place, Staffordshire. Used to just go everywhere. I used to run a gang, and I'd be out all hours, 7 days a week shearing sheep, and it was great fun, but it was really hard work. And it got to the stage where actually I started to struggle with tendonitis in my wrists, couldn't hold on to the handpiece very well, really sort of had swollen wrists all the time. And yeah, it got to the stage where I had to do something a little bit different, and that's when I started to move away from it a bit. But I do like to keep my hand in while shearing John's sheep. I was a pretty good shearer back in the day. I probably would shear sort of 400 a day. I'd shear up to 300 pretty much every day. But yeah, big days I could do 400, and I think it's a bit like riding a bike. You don't kind of forget how to get the wool off a sheep. I can still probably do 200 odd quite easily. If I got 250 sheep in front of me in a day, I could knock them off. Now it is what it is. You just kind of get on with it. You never forget how to put it and how to put the handpiece in, where to put it. So it's yeah, still quite a good thing to go and do when I get the chance. Now, it always seems to be that when I shear John's sheep, it is absolutely boiling, and this year is no different, to be quite honest. It is cooking outside, but it just I think 30 degrees on Friday, and I'm desperate to get them done before Friday, because I do not want to be out there with this baldy head in 30-degree heat, because I will just peel off. I'll be like a big old onion on my head. So yeah, we could really do without that. So we're going to try and get as many done as we can. Like I say, got a load done yesterday. If I can get another 100 odd done today, that'll leave me with a nice little smaller day tomorrow to finish off, so that'll be quite good. Here we go. Are they here? We're at the car boot field today, so hopefully they're here. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Oh, John's got his big hat on. Happy days. So it's now day 3, just setting off. We've got 3 more groups to do today. Had a good day yesterday, got like 125 done, which was not too bad. Didn't finish too late, and yeah, I've got I think about 90 to do today, so should be an easy day, and then hopefully it'll all be done, which should be nice because it's starting to ache a little bit. You know, keep knocking these sheep out. Not used to it. Not used to it at all. I've just got to this group and there's a goat in it. I hope I haven't got to shear that. So we're off to the last mob. It's getting hot. My truck says 27 degrees, but the cloud has come over and it's a little bit breezy, so shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully this last 40 won't be too bad. They're actually under a tree, which is lovely. It's a lovely little farm where we go to the last lot. I love going there. Yeah, under a tree, so fingers crossed it'll be just all right, just a little bit shady. And if you're wondering, I didn't have to shear the goat, thank God. So if you're watching this and wondering how this trailer actually works, so we have the race here, as you can see, and the sheep come all the way up. So they're going to bring the sheep in from that back end there, and they'll sort them and run them straight up here. So they'll draft the lambs off, and the sheep will come straight up here. We'll pull them out of these doors, which we have to. These have got springs on the bottom, so we just put a foot on and drop it down, tip the sheep out, shear it here, as you can see, and it will go down there when we're done. So it's pretty simple how it all works. This side flap here folds down to give us some extra room, and that front flap there can fold down when you've got front shear on as well. And then we have the little hole here where I keep all of my gear, because this is like the most important bit. That keep everything in there, towed away nicely, keeps the truck from being all mucky and full of stuff. So yeah, pretty simple, but does the job, and I love shearing on it. It is brilliant. Used all the dimensions are from like what you would have in a shearing shed in New Zealand. So yeah, we took the pole dimensions, the distance out, the where the holes should be, where the pop hole should be for the sheep going out. It's brilliant, really, really good. Probably also should point out all of these backing gates as well. So as the sheep come through, the backing gates are shut behind them and they can't back up then. So it works a doddle. And these were from somewhere in Scotland. They do use these where they've got no straw. I bought them and we put them up there. And a black race, really important. A black race is something like, I think it's like 17% better flow of sheep up a black race. Don't know if it's the same for cows, probably should look into it, but yeah, that's why the black race. now for the best bit, which is home time. All done. Nice. Just as the sun was peeking behind that tree, we got the last one done, which is lovely. It's a great feeling to get them done for another 12 months. We were just saying about how fast the 12 months comes round. So I might as well just leave the trailer set up, I think, because it will soon be here again. But it's a great feeling to have them done. Oh, I cannot wait to go home and have a shower and get rid of this smelly sheep grease. Probably the worst thing about shearing sheep is the grease. But yeah, done for another year. Happy days. And that is it for another video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and a subscribe. I honestly really appreciate each and every one of you. It means a lot to me. It's not very often that we get sheep activity on this channel. It's very cow heavy. So yeah, getting some sheep in there is quite interesting. I'm going to try and get this grass walked down here before it gets too hot, because it's 8 AM right now and it's absolutely cooking. But whatever you're doing this weekend, make the most of it. Have a great one, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.